Hi there, today we're unboxing a wireless home security system. So this particular one is by Xiaomi and it's the IMILAB EC2. Details are in the description below for anyone thinking of purchasing. So this is a completely wireless system. Battery within the actual camera itself connects to a base station to have footage recorded on a micro SD card. You also have cloud facilities available on there. So let's have a quick look around the packaging. So coming around the side, wireless outdoor, IP66 dust and waterproof camera, video playback, battery powered. Coming around this way, PIR detection, 1080p HD, infrared, night vision and cloud storage. So let's open it up and see what you get in the packaging. Okay, so I've laid out everything you get in the packaging, so let me quickly run through the items. You get a power brick, EU connection on there, USB point there, and output is 5 volts, 2 amps. We have a booklet, which is a user manual, details all in English. We have a USB to micro USB cable. Cable quality feels good and length of the cable is 1.8 meters. We got an Ethernet cable, flat style to this one. Length of this is 1.3 meters. Build quality of this feels good. We got a 3M double-sided adhesive tape for sticking the camera mount bracket onto a surface. So they recommend suitable for glass, plastics, ceramics, marble and other smooth surfaces. We got the mounting components for this. So there's a base bracket there. Got some raw plugs and screws. That goes on first and then this clicks into place on there and then your camera can be attached from the back by screwing it on. Next we have the base station. The size of this is 7.5 centimeters by 7.5 by 2.6 centimeters thick. Matte white finish on there, all plasticky in finish. Coming over here you can see the Ethernet point, micro USB, micro SD card point and power button here. Looking underneath you've got some vents there and there, no rubber or anything on there, just a note and some details highlighted here. Next we have the camera. The dimensions of the camera is 7.3 centimeters high, the width is 4.7 centimeters and the depth is 9.7 centimeters. All a matte white finish. And coming around the back you've got the mount point here, you've got a speaker location. Looking underneath, if I pull this off, there's a charge point there and a button over here. Flipping it around, there's nothing else. Looking around here you've got the lens and the PIR on there. Build quality feels nice and solid and a bit of weight behind it, obviously only because it's got the battery inside there. Let's make a start at setting up the base station. So got a micro SD card, doesn't come with one, so just plug it in there, clicks in, Ethernet cable plugs in there and a micro USB plugs in there. That's ready to be plugged in now. Let's get this device set up. So I'm at my Android phone. The app we're after is Xiaomi Home, the one I'm showing there. Mine's already installed. If you haven't got it installed, obviously install it. You'll be asked to register an account. Once you've registered an account, this is what you'll be presented with. Dialogue like this. Now let me click the plus here in the corner and it's saying turn on Bluetooth to find Bluetooth devices nearby. Click turn on and there you go. It's picked it up already. So now if I select it, next we need to connect to the Wi-Fi. I've entered in my Wi-Fi details. Let me agree to the license agreement and click next. Device added, let's click done. Select the room, manage your devices more easily. We'll just say living room. Click next to that. Click on rooms. Okay, let me come out, close off the app and go back in. And there you go. There's the hub there. So if I click on that, asking to agree to license agreement, let's click agree. User experience, agree to that. And it's saying installation notes, installation precautions and Wi-Fi speed test. Let's say got it to that and let's add in the camera. Now we need to open the cover up here and hold on to the button for 2 seconds. Until the light's flashing and you can see it flashing away there. Now we'll confirm it's flashing. Go to the next step. There you go, it's added in. Device names turned out in Chinese, so we can rename that. I've called it camera 1. Let's click next step. There you go. If I click play there, Simple as that. That was really easy to add in. Now coming back from there, this is the hub. Clicking on there, this is what you're presented with. Let's click in the corner there, see what's available. So memory management, you can see the storage there. I'll format the card. Card's formatted now. Let's go back. Gateway setup, details there. So power, low power alert. So you can get a warning when the power is low. Installation notes, that goes straight to a web page. Then you've got share device, so you can share it with other people. General settings, so device name, firmware updates, looks like there's a firmware update available. Let me click on there. So current versions that, latest versions that, let's just update it right now. Updated successfully, let's click OK. More settings, so security settings there. Turn on password, requires password to view device. Worth doing this just to secure the device. Change password there option. Network info, so you've got your Wi-Fi connectivity there and IP address together with MAC address details. Time zone, it's correct for me, so London at the moment. Report an issue. Add home screen shortcut. Then we've got legal information. Coming back from there and delete device. Coming back from here, then we've got help. Clicking on there, frequently asked questions and report an issue at the bottom. Coming out of there, you've got some dots here. Let me click on there. Playback, so no files at the moment. Gallery, device settings, electricity save notification, night vision, so auto night vision. Slight spelling mistake, as you can see there. Home monitoring settings, so monitoring assistant. Battery is currently 85%. And then you've got device name together with delete camera. Coming back, now clicking here, gives you all the alerts that have happened. Now clicking here in the corner, get back to the settings in there, monitoring and then live, and you've got live feed from here. So if I click on play, should connect, should be able to see picture any moment. And there you go. Let me flip it over. Let's click on settings here, same options again. Looking at the bottom, so you've got fluent and speed at the top and HD. Let's go straight to HD. Click on OK. Turn the speaker on. So you can hear feedback from there. Grab a snapshot. Start recording. Stop recording. Go to full screen. Let's come out of there. Then you've got initiate the microphone. Allow Xiaomi Home to record audio. Allow that. Press and hold. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. So you can hear the sound coming out the camera. So there you go. That's all the options you have available. Now coming back from there, and that's it. Nothing beyond that. Next, let's test out remote connectivity. So if I turn off Wi-Fi, my Bluetooth's already turned off as well. Let it connect to 4G. And now if I click on the hub, click play. There you go, connected. And if I move the camera, slight delay there, works seamlessly. So no ports to open on your router, which is no surprise really. All these cameras have this sort of functionality regardless. It's a cloud-based connectivity. Next, looking at the app, you've got automation at the bottom. So if I click on that, click on the plus and run manually, schedule and smart devices. So you can see there's no smart devices listed. So there's no smart automation possible with this camera. So just the basic functionality is available, obviously alerting you and recording that footage. So another thing to note about the system is the fact that it doesn't do continuous recordings. It only records when there's an alert, and then you'll be informed about that. Now to turn on monitoring, so if I go here, home monitoring settings, turn it on, and there you go. So this is what triggers if there's an alert or any sort of activity. So looking at the options you have available here, monitoring period all day, so that can be changed. Full day monitoring, night monitoring, setting monitoring time. You can set a custom time, start and end to that. So that's useful if you don't want it going and monitoring constantly. You can set your own period. Coming back from there, then you've got re-trigger interval 1 minute. So if it's been triggered it will wait a minute before it gets re-triggered again. Clip length, so you've got 10 seconds at the moment. These are the options you have, up to 30 seconds on there. Alert message, so this is the push notification, and notification when detecting human. So now, if I come out of the app, so now if I move my hand in front of the phone, go back into app, click on there, click on monitoring, and there you go. It's picked up the fact that there was movement detected on there. Now, looking at the app and home monitoring settings, coming towards the bottom, you can see notification when detecting human. Only notification when detecting human. So at the moment, that's what it's set to. So if I turn that off, come out of it now. So now, if I put my hand in front of the camera, there you go, it's come through. Now that was pretty slow, I have to admit, it wasn't instant in any way. And if I now click on that, there you go. So it's grabbed some footage of me waving my hand in front of the camera. So it does work, but disappointed by how slow it was in performing. Next, let's test out the sound quality from the camera. So let me leave the room and I'll test out using the mic and talking so you can hear what the sound quality is like from the camera. I'll leave my mic just next to the camera there.
So the sound quality you're now hearing is what's being. So the sound quality you're now hearing is speaking into my mobile, and the sound coming out of the camera itself. You can tell what quality to expect.
Let's test the camera out in terms of human notifications. I've got the option turned on to notify if human activity is spotted. So if I now walk out in front of the camera, we've already noticed that it is quite slow at responding. So let me carry on moving a few times, see if it picks anything up. Nothing so far. And if I turn around, see if that makes a difference. Just looking on my phone to see if I can see a notification, but nothing. Yeah. So not so great in terms of picking up activity. Let's try again. Now going into the app while that's going on. Monitoring. And it has picked me up through here, but no notifications being pushed. So, oh, there you go. It's just appeared. So person detected in watch area. So, does work. Did pick me up, as you saw. I was walking around quite a lot. Could be a delay in actually sending the data across. You can see there, that was me initially walking out. So that must be picking up in the early stages. So, not bad. It does work. Let's try the same test, but in the dark now. So if I walk out, see if it picks anything up. Walk around a few times. Nothing so far. They didn't do too bad with the lights on. Coming back. Still nothing. If we go into the app, go into monitoring, and no, didn't pick anything up. So it does struggle in night vision picking human movement up, but in the daytime it does seem to work. But again, very slow in terms of performance. So actually it does pick up human movement in the dark. It doesn't struggle with it. It's just slow at sending out the push notification informing you that movement has been detected. So you can see here on my phone, both with the lights on and lights off, movement was detected. Okay, so you've seen the unboxing and setup of this wireless CCTV system from Xiaomi. Simple to set up and configure, comes with a base station here. So this hub allows you to record footage directly on there. No storage is on the cameras itself. So if your camera got stolen, you'd still have the footage with you. In terms of functionality, you've got the motion detection on there, intelligent detection, so it can even pick up the fact if there's humans in the camera view. So that's quite clever, it's able to do that. So basic functionality is very good on there, but a few negatives from me. First of all, you don't have a masking option on there. So if you had a large area and you want to mask off a side, you can't do that. Next, it doesn't have any smart functionality. So you have smart option within the Xiaomi Home app, but there's nothing that integrates with this camera. So that's a bit of a shame. You could have done some smart rules to get it working for you. Next, it doesn't also integrate with Google Home and the Amazon Alexa, so you can't get any live streams coming directly on there. So there you go. I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below. Thanks for viewing, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.